Hey, welcome to the tutorial on how to install brushes and textures for Paint 2 Side. This is going to be a lot of fun. This video is straight to the point and real easy and real simple to show you how to install brushes and texture for your Paint 2 Side program. When I was looking for this topic, I noticed that there wasn't a lot of videos on this actual subject, and I really want to step up to the plate and remedy that gap. Obviously, the quality is going to improve over time and it's going to get better. But right now, this is a straight to the point, simple tutorial. So let's get started. So, first things first, you need to open up your Paint Tool site directory because pretty much a lot of the files require you to go into the directory and um, loading, dumping files into the correct folder. So to get started, if you don't know where your site directory is, or you lost it, just go to your Paint to Site icon, click Properties, left by the left or click button, click Properties, and find Target. And here it is. All right, now we're gonna look at the folders that you could put textures and brush shape. We have the block map, the brush texture, the eel map, the paper texture, and that's it. Don't worry about these two files. The do-it-yourself file is, I believe, is only available for the latest version of Sci. Alright, this gives you a template of creating your own brush shape, but that's another tutorial. Now, in this newer version of Sci, it's very easy to now create put textures and brush shape with no hassle. Before, you probably had to configure a document or two or some nonsense like that. Not anymore. Real simple. Um, Now I'm just going to explain some of the folders so you understand. Eel maps are pretty much for the brush shapes or strokes. See, see how it looks like. This is these are pretty much where you put your strokes. All right, your brush shapes and strokes for the independent textures by itself. It's the block map. Now the block map is pretty much the texture itself. It's the equivalent of like using like a sponge brush or like a non-brush like tool in the traditional painting world, or using a rag or something like that. The block maps serve that type of purpose. Then we got the brush texture, which is the texture of the brush itself. So it's in a real example, it would be like the texture of a sable brush compared to an oxtail brush. Oxtail is very coarse, very firm. Will give you a very firm texture, while a sable brush will give you a very soft and very delicate texture, if I'm wording it correctly. Alright, so we're going to put some texture into it so you have more variety. And obviously the paper texture, for another real world example, once again, is the actual texture of the canvas. So instead of you using a linen canvas, you would use a cotton-based canvas. Or instead of rough water paper, you use very smooth hot press water paper. So you see you have like the canvas texture, a regular paper texture, and then you have a smooth watercolor texture, and then you have a more coarse and rough watercolor texture. That's more or less like cold press, using a real world example. All right, so now let's begin by using the files that you have in your hard drive. Alright, so let's just assume that you already downloaded. I have already downloaded mine. I've collected a assortment of brushes and textures online. I'll give you the link to those, so you could, in due time, play along, do this exercise with me. So we have texture for my brush, textures for paper. We got block map textures, and then we got the shades for the brush strokes. Alright, so first thing first, let's go with the shapes. Alright, okay, which is the EL map. Alright, so the goal here is to open up the folder. Usually when you get these files, they'll tell you exactly what folder they're supposed to go, so make sure that when you loading these brushes, you load them in the folder that they are supposed to be loaded into. Alright, so EL maps will be loaded into, I'll open up the main directory into the EL map folder in Paint Tool side. So to make it simple, I'll copy and paste it. Alright, that's one. Okay, go to bulk map folder here. I'll get a dry brush, copy that. Okay, in the main directory, the goal is to take it from one folder to the main folder inside, block map. Okay, so I just took the file from block map folder and put it in Paint Tool Size folder. Same thing goes with paper texture. I will pick. I'm gonna take a newsprint. Copy that. Open up the paper texture in the main file. Paste that there. Alright. Now, last but not least, my own created texture. Copy. Go to brush texture. Paste it. Now, I forgot to mention, make sure side is closed, so make sure you save your progress and it's not open. Alright, so you minimize this, you're gonna need that. Alright, now let's open side. Side will open. You open a file, new, press OK. Alright, now let's test out our new brush stroke, which is chalk. So you'll go to the brush panel underneath density. Alright. So make sure the texture panel underneath the brush panel has no texture, because you need to see the actual brush is not being tainted. So as you can see, all the brush shapes that you load in EL map, the brush shape that you put in EL map and block map will be right in here. Alright, so we'll have the chalk and we'll have dry brush. Alright, so those two folders will show up right here. Alright, while the brush texture will show right here, which is paper test. That's mine, and the canvas texture will show right here underneath paint effects texture right here. Alright, so obviously we have the newsprint texture right here. So let's go back to none. So let's go and try the chalk. Alright, see, that has successfully loaded. Let's go back to use the dry brush. Alright, very nice. Okay, now let's use a simple circle and let's use the paper texture, which is the texture for my brush. So as you can see, the texture has clearly registered. Let me go to no texture and try it again. See? Alright, now let's press D to clear it, and let's go to paint effect. Let's go to texture. Let's go to newsprint, and let's make sure we're on simple circle and there's no texture, and let's try it out. As you can see, the brush is picking up the canvas texture. And that concludes it. That's pretty much how you load textures and brush shapes to Paint Tool side. If this tutorial received well, I'll create more useful videos on side or on side. If you have any questions, please contact me through my email, which will be at the bottom of this video. And most definitely donate. So I could continue making more, because I need to see if it's being received well. So please donate if you sense this video has given you value and made your efforts inside a lot easier. Please donate. Please support value giving community members, and please, fellow side members, start creating more videos. Because I really want to see more videos out there. And yeah, tell me what you think of this, and be well. I really want you to do well. All right, guys. Check you later. Bye.